Hey ladies, Melissa here with Serenity. So today I'm going to talk about measuring your head for a wig, for a full wig. So how do you do that? What measurements do we need? That kind of thing. So what we're gonna start with is I always put my hair up first before you measure. So for me, I can just use a little bobby pin and I kind of just pull it back and twist it up and put a little bobby pin in there. Just something to kind of pull it back. You can put it in a low ponytail, bumped up there, a little baby bun, however, it doesn't really matter, just as long as it's pulled back. And then I'm gonna take my measuring tape, and the first measurement you're gonna do is what's called your circumference. So that's the circumference of around your head. And so what I do, actually it's easier to pull it around the back, unless you have somebody helping. You kind of pull it around the very back of your head, up behind your ears, and then around the hairline area. So right there. And so I'm gonna take that and see right there. I am right at 21.5 inches in circumference. So you're gonna need to know your circumference. That's the first one. Then you're gonna do ear to ear across the top of your head. And so when we say ear to ear, we do kind of at the front where your sideburns would start growing if you had them. So kind of like right there. And then just across to the other side to about right there. And that's gonna be where the ear tabs go approximately. And so I'm gonna get that measurement. I am right at 11. So I'm 11 inches ear to ear, 21.5 circumference. And then the third measurement you're going to do is from the front of your hairline to the nape, which is the very bottom of your head back there. So I'm going to take that and put it right there and pull it straight back to here, right there. And you can kind of tell where your skull kind of bumps under there. That's right where it is. And then I'm going to get that measurement, and I'm right at 11.5 there. So I am about the same measurement from ear to ear as front to nape. And then, obviously my circumference is different because it's bigger. But those are the three measurements you're going to want to do. So just to reiterate, the circumference is all the way around, from under here or behind your ears and around. I'll just show you again real quick, like that. Then of course, ear to ear is just in front of the ear. So if your ear's here, you're going to measure from about here to about here. And then the front, which is right at the hairline, to the nape, which is down here. And those three measurements are going to help a lot picking a wig. Now because there's pretty much factory standards and it's just like small, medium, large as far as wigs go. They're pretty standard measurements for the most part, but what I encourage you to do is always check the listing for the actual measurements. Now some companies don't put the measurements in each listing. Some will just say it's a medium. You can of course ask them what those measurements are, but because each wig is handmade, that can vary a little. Even if in my brand, 2 mediums might not exactly be the same. So what we try to do is each listing, we will put the circumference, the ear to ear, and the front to nape measurements, because that helps a lot. It helps ladies understand, what will this fit me? Even though I'm typically a small, but this says medium, but the measurements are closer to a small. So I hope that makes sense. Just always check your own measurements. Always check the measurements in the listing. And of course, if for some reason we don't have the measurements in a listing, just feel free to email us. We will be happy to measure it for you and get you those measurements and help walk you through the process. So I hope that helps with measuring for a wig. So thank you so much and have a great day.